What happened to the GTR?
Don't know, it wasn't here. You want to go learn together?
Yeah.
Let's go. You getting out of there? What are you doing? Hey?
What are you doing?
I just want to ask you some questions.
Mate, no comment.
Hey, just want to ask you some questions.
No comment.
How'd you go in Sydney?
Yeah, mate, great. It was absolutely unreal. No.
How'd you go? What happened? How'd you go in Sydney? Tell us all about it. How'd you go?
The car did not go so well.
What happened?
I don't know what to do with my hands. The car did not perform very well because Sam sabotaged us.
I wasn't here, so you can't blame me.
Sam sabotaged us, that's why. I'm out of here now. I'm gone.
Where's Stuart?
George, give us your opinion. Come here. So we want to sheet this in, alright? As you can see, quite a hole through the floor for this exhaust, right?
Quite a hole.
Not wrong, it's quite a hole. Anyway, I would like a second opinion on how you would sheet that in. Don't say like what I'm doing because it's not right.
What do you mean you can't bend it like that?
Nah, apparently not. Nah, steel just won't curve like that, you know?
Yeah.
So, a bit of a pickle.
You know what I think?
What?
Like, this is just me, the media guy.
Yeah.
You know, unprofessional opinion.
No, it's a professional opinion.
Right.
What would you do?
Just go, what?
Yeah, just know about going, whoa. You're talking like that.
Yeah, I'm talking like that.
Like something like that.
Yeah.
That is such an unprofessional one.
The head gasket went bang!
What happened, guys?
And we put too much nitrous in, mate, and the head gasket let go and bang.
All right. Hello, everybody. Hi. Back from my holiday. So I went away for 2 weeks. The boys did the converter change. If you've been following the car, we were doing a converter change because the converter was too tight. Power band reacts differently, you got to retune the engine. Stewie and Andy went and tuned it. Long story short, if you remember, I said that if we had to be more aggressive with the nitrous, then that's what we were going to do. And I said, pretty much word for word, I think I said, if this engine can't take it, then nothing can, all right? And if this engine can't take nitrous, then pretty much nothing can. That was a lie. That engine could not take it.
What are you going to do?
Here.
Yeah. You got anything bending around in your noggin?
Oh, I do indeed. I was thinking about that. Cut that out. Obviously, that's got a join back. I don't know if you can see it. Probably not. I can't even see it from here. You can see it from the front side though. It's just a completely different outlook when you look from the other side. So like, come on this side and you look at it. And you're like, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Then it's like going back on the inside here. Oh yeah.
Just leave it like that. Wrap
Just
it.
like that?
Yeah, just put some wrap on it.
You reckon? Just stick her on there like that?
Some heat wrap.
It's just odd, you know? It's not the easiest shape to chase.
And it absolutely lifted the head into obliteration on the first run. So they drove all the way to Sydney, did one run, lifted the head, put it back on the trailer, drove home. We're not going to point fingers at any one component because there was a sort of an accumulation of problems. One of them being that engine was supposedly firing and it wasn't. There was no firings and the gasket that was used in that engine wasn't exactly what we would call good. We usually exclusively run Nitto head gaskets, and so Nitto head gaskets have essentially a firing built into their MLS head gasket. It's a crush ring around the cylinder. The head gasket that was on this engine didn't have that, which means we're trying to do the same sort of things that we do when we run Nitto head gaskets with a subpar gasket, or a gasket that's not exactly designed to do what we were trying to do with it, which is a 60-pounder boost and a lot of nitrous.
You know, how's your weekend?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, good weekend.
Yeah,
you get some chickens yet?
Yeah, I built the coop.
You built the coop?
Yeah.
Oh, she'd be happy with the coop.
Yeah, Taj Mahal. It's got wheels and everything.
What?
Yeah.
True.
You can move it
So
around.
it's an actual coupe?
Yeah.
Like a coupe car?
Even labelled it as a convertible, the roof comes up.
Really?
Yeah.
So you got the deluxe edition?
Yeah. Taj Mahal.
Taj Mahal. Jess to be happy, I'm assuming?
Oh, she's very happy.
Oh, she'd be happy.
Oh, she's a happy chop.
She's happy. Stop it.
I'll come back later to see how you...
Yeah, come back and check on me. Yep.
Yeah.
I'm going to need some more opinions.
On top of that, camshafts were too small. The port job was nowhere near as aggressive as what we do normally have in an engine like G-Up. Port job too small. The head gasket was meant to be not a head gasket, it was meant to be fire-ringed, and it wasn't fire-ringed. The gudgeon pins in that engine were a new gudgeon pin that they don't normally use, and it turns out that they're not very good, basically. So We found a few extra problems on top of the list of the main problem. The main problem was that it lifted the head. We're putting that down to the gasket letting go, which then relieved combustion into the coolant ports, which then torched the head, which then ballooned the radiator, which then, you know, the rest of the story.
You said later.
Later.
This isn't later, this is like 10 minutes later.
This isn't later enough.
Oh, I've got heaps done. They've got so much more rubbish than last time.
Later.
George, I don't know what to do. Andy, can I have your opinion? Yeah. Please?
Yeah, it smells good.
No, come on now, don't do that to me.
I have Red Bull in hand.
Yep, I know that's,
That's where you're lacking.
Yep.
Yeah, that's probably the problem.
Yep. That's essentially somewhere, and then it's like, then we just got to cap that, which then you can probably blow it out to be a bubble, like not a bubble, but like a wall. I don't know, guys.
There you go. Yeah, but it needs to look right.
Yeah, it's got to look good.
Needs to look good.
I think it needs this piece anyway to like start.
Do you think you should be using metal?
As for the block and everything like that, it's still usable. It's all fixable. There's nothing. It didn't throw a rod or anything exciting like that. It pretty much just lifted the head and didn't hold water anymore, and didn't run very well because all of the combustion was in the cooling chambers. It wasn't really an exciting blow up, but it was a blow up, I guess. The move from here is to do all the things that we usually do. It leaves a bit of a sour taste in your mouth because all the things that we normally do to these engines to make them take what they take, there are so many little bits that weren't what we normally do. Pretty much this time it's going back together exactly the way that we want it, with exactly the same parts that we want and everything like that, and then from there we'll go again, basically. That's pretty much the rundown. I wasn't actually there to know any of the nitty-gritty details, and Stewie and Andy won't talk about it, even though they're the ones that were involved in it and know exactly what happened and exactly what they do and don't want to talk about, but we'll leave that part out.
So it's the next day.
Yeah, not all that's happened. I still don't really know what to do. Pretty over it.
Yeah, over it. You're at the low point of the tunnel modification.
I haven't started any points. I haven't even got a point.
No, but then you'll get it going and you go, oh, this is how it should be, and then you.
Nah, I thought that would have happened by now.
Yeah.
But it hasn't. We had a toolbox yesterday about it. Apparently just going to get like a tunnel thing and just sleep it through, weld it and cut the rest off. Simple.
Well,
Simple.
Simple.
Apparently.
Keep it simple.
So I attacked that this morning, it just won't work like that.
It just won't work.
Nah, not like that.
You don't bump into problems like this building chicken coops.
No?
No.
No. I don't know, it depends if you put an exhaust through it.
That's a chook tractor.
Of what? Foot tractor.
Yeah. Oh, you
Dogs.
poofed.
Dogs around here.
Well, I'll come back later when you work.
A good idea, yeah, no, that's probably not a bad option.
I don't know. So with the converter change, the car is a lot faster, it's a lot more drivable, it looked really good. Power curves on the dyno look really good in comparison to what they were. So the new converter definitely did wonders for it, and it was definitely getting out of the hole a lot better. It looked really good until it let all the water out of it, got itself into a hole.
Hello.
Hello.
There you go.
Yeah.
What have you done?
How are ya?
What's happened?
Just getting this 13 out here to launch.
What's happened here?
Fell out.
Huh?
Dropped out.
You getting on top of it now?
Nah.
No?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Had to weld this dog back in. Now it's got a big bump in it.
Yeah.
Yep. Which I'm going to have to panel beat out. I'll have a go right now, see if it happens. Probably won't.
Cool. What about your tunnel? How's that developing?
Oh, that can go get.
Is it?
Yep. Yeah, no, we pulled the pin on that.
Pulled the pin.
Yep. Not even mad about it. Yep. That's what I've been up to.
Wow.
Yep. Pulled the whole front end off actually.
Yeah, haven't you?
If you noticed.
Mm.
Got the motor out, which is an absolute. Don't know why. One engine mount was just uber hard. Really in there. It was driven in there.
Driven in.
The bolt was there. Other than that, I was about to come see what you're doing.
Oh, where?
Yeah.
Oh.
What are you doing?
See what you're doing. That's basically my job, just see what everyone else is doing.
Yeah, I know. Can I join you? We're going to see what everyone else is doing.
If you like. There's a position opening.
Is it?
I don't
You've
know.
got a few positions available.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any more room in that office.
Office.
In the office. Here he goes again.
Daniel, you missed it.
No, I see him. He took off.
Yeah.
Gone. Where'd he go?
Sure.
There he is. Nah.
Oh.
The next set of things, obviously, we're going to get the engine fixed up and get that back together. And then the next sort of upgrade thing I'm going to change is that car was a V-spec car, which means it had an ALSD, which is basically a hydraulic LSD. So it puts pressure onto each side of the clutch pack depending on what wheel is doing what to equalize the LSD. We're going to get rid of that. We're going to just chuck a dirty old weldy in it, as rough as that sounds. Regardless of anything, we want it to shoot straight, because if it's not going straight, then it's dangerous. So you want the thing, you don't want it pointing at the wall suddenly because one wheel lets go, and you know, that's not very fun. The spring has sprung, it's hot, I don't like it, I'd like winter back. Let's go, George, let's go. Hop into my limited edition Street Race Solutions umbrella. It nearly took us away. I'm going to protect you from the sun, see? Yeah. Now we're all in the shade. Very red under here, isn't it? Yeah. So that the water doesn't go on you. Prolapses. That's gross, George. Hope that answered some of your questions. Probably didn't, because still won't talk about it, because he's a dog. Hurt the engine, gonna fix it, and then do it all again. We'll update you when it's back. Engine's back in the black Datsun, and I'm just about to start it. But that's going to be on the next video. So like, comment and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. Umbrellas are Matsuri, yeah. If you've been to Matsuri, you know how horrific the sun is. All going well, we should have our lovely Street Race Solutions. Umbrellas for sale to keep the sun off you. Pretty flash. This is the demo one that they gave us, so seems to be, it's a bit weird, it goes the opposite way. It goes that way, but then I guess the water doesn't get on you. If it was used for rain, because it's used for sun, it doesn't really matter, does it? But it might rain, you never know, and if it does, we got you covered. Literally. Thank you, bye.